So today we are going to talk about why the final golden era of salons is here and why the window is starting to close. So if you've been dreaming of starting your own salon or transitioning from a suite to a salon owner, this really might be your last real shot to really clear that runway towards high profits, okay? And that's because the entire industry is changing in a way that we have never seen before. And the window to start small and grow big is quietly closing. So this is like a silent epidemic that really no one is talking about. I'm so confused, but that's okay because we're going to sit and we're going to talk about it. The reason why right now is the best time is because number one, big brands are starting to dominate through tech, AI, and franchise expansion. But before we even get to the stylist, let me kind of give you a global view of what's going on right now. White collar jobs are being destroyed. And these industries are not being offshored to people in foreign countries or other regions in the world. They're being offshored to an army of technology. So what that means is there's these jobs that are disappearing, they're not coming back. So when everyone else realizes that I can't just go to corporate and get this big fancy tech job, what kind of industry is the easiest and the fastest to start? Local service-based businesses. So with that huge, colossal change that's happening right now, the world and people will start to understand that, hey, I have a better shot at making $100K as a salon owner, doing maybe getting a book of 200 clients, versus trying to go out there and get that tech job. So that's really important to understand, because when you understand what's going on at a macro level, you can control the micro, okay? Number two, what's happening in the world right now is rent, labor, and supply costs and food costs are rising faster than ever. And that does not have a plan to slow down. So you are also facing a higher increase of cost of goods to do your service. That's really important to keep in mind, because if you have more competition, you have higher cost of labor, it eats at your profit margin and what you need to reinvest back into your business. And number three, this is really, really critical. I'm sure the younger kids, if you're Gen Z, you're watching this, you're like, duh. But consumer behavior is shifting towards an online first decisions. So we won't have the luxury of having people just walk into a random place. Like I asked one of my coworkers, I said, when was the last time that you just drove by a business and you're like, oh, I need to stop there, right? You didn't just do that automatically. What did you do? I just checked out the place. Well, how did you check out the place? I checked out the place using Google Maps. Like I want to see what they're all about. Bingo. So no longer are the days where people just walked into places because they felt like it. So your online presence, especially when people are looking to buy, is going to become the most critical piece of real estate for your business in order for you to drive consistent sales without you paying a premium today. So it's not 2020, it's not anymore, it's not 2010 anymore. You need a thorough digital plan, one that you can actually complete, that has leverage and that will help you open doors even when you're not there. So the biggest coming squeeze in your business, especially in the hair industry space, in the salon space, is number one, AI and automation is making it easier for larger salons to cut cost and scale. Okay, so what the world that we're moving into is going to be very similar to when you see a nice boutique style hotel, but because they could not afford to keep people inside there, they're now owned by Hilton, right? So that is not that company's anymore. It's Hilton, simply because Hilton has the manpower and the technology to keep up with marketing. Okay, so you have to, in your mind, reposition everything that you've thought. It's not hard, but either the solo stylists that we see or the salon owners that are looking to grow are either heavy on adapting or they're just simply disappearing, because the bar to entry is still relatively low right now. So you can still open a suite, have basic booking tools, and use local SEO to get you ahead in the competition and to get you that critical visibility when people are looking to buy. And number two, you can still compete using affordable AI solutions like my company, the Silent Infinity, and a few others. Now, in 12 to 24 months, it will not be this simple. And I'm probably gonna say we're looking at maybe 6 to 12 months before it really gets to a point where you either start now or you're gonna get stuck, because it's going to get increasingly more competitive in your industry, and you have to be ready to adapt, or you will simply fizzle out because the cost to market will just be simply too high for your business. Now, before you tell me, oh Dia, that's very doom and gloom, what makes right now the absolute golden era for hair salons and stylists of all sorts is you have access to the tools and to the agencies, to the cost of agencies for hundreds of dollars. So before, what you needed a manpower of a team of 10 to do, you can now do with 3 people, which is chef's kiss incredible. You can train an AI, and when I mean train an AI, I don't mean just feed it your documents. It needs to have a singular use case. So you need to use an AI for email marketing. You need to use an AI for text message marketing. You need to use a specific AI for this kind of marketing. Why? Because the deeper you are with your training, the better the personalization will be between you and your customer, okay? The more scalable it is. If you just try to use your general GPT that you think because you've talked to back and forth, it's not gonna cut it because it's just too public. It's not personalized yet, okay? It may be cool to you, but it's not cool to people that are just constantly inundated with AI everything, okay? So you need to have a custom trained AI for the purposes of building your visibility, even if you're behind the chair. And if you don't know how to do that, please see us. We do that all day, every day. And then one of the things where I'm still so confused as to why my business owners do not know this, but that's okay, because I know the big salons are gatekeeping and I'm not going to do that for you. SEO, search engine optimization. What that pretty much means is tell me how to get people to pay attention to my content, period. To like my content, to want to have an action behind my content, and what platform should I be posting on. That's all that SEO is. And content feeds SEO, okay? So those are the things that are really, really important. SEO, content, booking, and client loyalty. This can all be done with the right systems, and you can do it on autopilot. So before you needed a team of 5, now you probably only need a team of 2, okay? And that's why this is one of the best times to have a local small business owner, which is why we're going so hard to make sure that you guys aren't owned by Hilton, that you're able to build your business, but you're also able to keep the profitability of building your business because you have excellent marketing. So it's like being early to the real estate boom before the prices explode, because most people haven't really realized that the shift isn't happening. It's already happened. So drum roll, please. Okay, so how to launch a smart business in 2025. Number 1, always start lean. I know a lot of businesses are like, oh dear, what tools should I be using? really, truly, you can use a solo suite. Like literally just use Gmail, but make it a corporate Gmail, because that corporate Gmail, and this is the power of technology, has you can pretty much build your own SaaS company, and it probably will cost you less than $50, okay? On your own Gmail, corporate Gmail, business Gmail, you'll have to pay a fee for your email and things like that. But you literally will have access to a booking page. You will have access to, obviously you can integrate with different things, but it's so cost effective. And then when you use these other big like Figaro and all of these other platforms, they charge you for the simplest things. So I would say start extremely lean, be on those platforms, but don't really maximize, because that's where they make their money. You want to keep your money. So really pivot everything to your Gmail, okay? Use Google Forms for sign-ins. Use Google Forms for email capture, because it saves everything in a document. It's one file. So you need to get in good habits. So you don't need to be spending a lot of money on technology, because you won't use 90% of it because you're simply not there. So start with your Gmail, and then get a booking site once you are really, really, really focused on, aggressively attacking everything else. But just keep in mind that you're not going to use 80% of what you're paying for, which is why they're making money, okay? And then use the Silent Infinity. Our AI is really, really, really cost effective. And our automation processes are the cheapest around, they're the best around, and all that good stuff. But we'll let you decide on that. And number 2, build visibility early. And I'm not talking about competing with the Instagram star in your location, because that person 9 times out of 10 is probably very, very, very broke. You want to build a profitable business that will keep nurturing your people even if you're not there. So understand search engine optimization, even if it's at the base functionality, like what are keywords, what are that, you will not, and I hope you hear me, you will be ahead of 90% of business owners if you just understood algorithms, okay? And you will put yourself in a great position, because every single step that you make is going to be pushing you towards that lean business, but that revenue positive business without you nurturing it. Right? Because the biggest bottleneck that you'll face between going from I'm a solo artist or I'm a solo stylist to I want to hire a few people to start getting, more of my clientele so I can have a life, is building a system for them. So if you can start doing that from day one, you are going to set yourself up for so much success. So I'll tell you right now that SEO is going to be a critical way in order for you to build a system, okay? And number 2, Google My Business. Oh my goodness. It is the platform that is slept on the most, but it can do the most damage for your business in the absolute best way. So you want to be on that platform. We talk about that here. That is one of our biggest platforms that we start everybody on. And because that is a platform, once again, where people are there when they're ready to buy. Okay. And the competition is relatively low, because who's talking about Google Maps marketing? Okay. Okay. So 5-star review strategy. You need to make sure that the only thing that cannot be automated in your business right now is you and the other humans that you have partnering with you. So if you focus on excellent service, hire a team like ours to do the grunt work for you, or just start really lean and start getting reviews on your profile, all of that is going to help you build a system that you will thank God for in 6 to 12 months, okay? And number 3, create a database. Capture emails, texts, birthdays, not from when you feel comfortable, literally from day one. Bake that into your system, because those same people are going to follow you. They're going to refer people over to you. Even if you've been in business for 10 years, start getting people to capture your data, because you will use that information to grow like every Fortune 500 company does. Okay, so let AI automate the things that are not necessarily important to your consumer growth. okay? So follow-ups, reminders, different technology systems. But once again, keep the people part amazing and automate as much as you can everywhere else. And that's going to give you the highest ROI, the best ways to launch a smarter business in 2025. So seriously speaking, the stylists who win and who are going to win really, really large will have these 3 foundational pieces. Number 1, they'll understand algorithms because they understand that the best marketing will be the reason why they're separated from the market, okay? Just like everything else. Number 2, they don't wait for perfect. Please do not wait for perfect to look for people to help you. Your systems don't have to be perfect. That's why you need a team. One of the reasons why we've priced our products and services in an affordable way is because we truly believe that every local service-based business should have the best marketing, and we are creating it every single day. So get with a company, whether you partner with us or somebody else that really believes in what you're doing and that will help you and have the automation and the AI know-how to get you to that next level with proof. We have tons of it, okay? Number 2, act while the barrier is still relatively low, okay? Because so many people are still doing the whole TikTok battle and the Instagram battle and all that good stuff, our people are silently just blowing up their areas simply because they're on the right platform when people are ready to buy. And number 3, they've leveraged AI and automation. Every good business, every business that does not drive you crazy needs leverage baked into it. So once again, if you are the business, you are also the bottleneck. I say that gently to myself and to you. So you have to focus on data instead of waiting for people to just walk in. So you can either join the next wave or unfortunately get swept under. And I hope that you are joining this wave because it is a time like no other for the hair salon, the beauty industry in general. And if you want to build a smart system before the market shifts, let us help you, point blank period. We build AI marketing foundations for local small business owners in a way that is affordable. So the Silent Infinity builds your AI powered marketing foundation in a way that's affordable so that you can actually grow your business before getting left behind. We don't have discovery calls. We have a webinar, a very simple webinar that shows you everything that we do, whether you can use that information for your own purposes and start getting results, or you can hire us to do it. It's that simple. But stay tuned because we're going to continue to give you the best content when it comes to helping you grow your salon now and in the future. See you next time.